really, really do. And you got to remember, when you get up there in age, I mean, when you go down like that, there's a lot of collateral damage that could potentially come with that. And I think that a lot of times, just imagine seeing yourself going up against somebody older or whatever. We've seen it with people in the street. We've seen it everywhere. You're suddenly in front of somebody like, this ain't even right. I'm not going to do this.
Manny Pacquiao could defy 46 years old. He fought Ugas like 3-4 years ago. And after the fight looked horrible. It was he should not have been in the ring. Came out all
people that kind of deserve that a little better. I personally wanted Booth and Barrios to clash. He got a fight on the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just stupid. I don't see the fucking point in that fight at all. I mean, if it happens, it happens. At the end of the day, he was a generational talent. I think it'll be an entertaining fight because Barrios is there to fight. But I'm gonna have to edge the younger.
The WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have to make that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, BBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Bro, I'm sitting here chilling, right? Chilling with Miss KO. About to go grab some lunch. And my homie L-Dub texts me. And he let me know some crazy shit, bro. Manny Pacquiao is trying to come back to boxing, and he want to fight Mario Barrios for the 147-pound WBC welterweight title of the world. Manny, 8th division champion, bro. Hall of Fame fighter. Great memories of watching you fight. Sit your old ass down somewhere, man, and chill with your wife, bro. Go be senator, bro. Just because you didn't win president, don't mean you can't run again and maybe try to win the next time, dog. We not trying to see you back in the boxing ring at all. Ugas beat your ass in 2021. Barrios beat Ugas' ass in 2023. What the fuck do you think Barrios gonna do to you right now, bro? Sit down, Manny. Shit.
Stephen A. Smith has strongly criticized Manny Pacquiao's decision to return to boxing at 46 years old, calling it embarrassing not just for Pacquiao but for the sport itself. He believes Pacquiao's legacy is already secure and that coming back now risks not only his health but how fans remember him. According to Smith, boxing deserves better, and so do the fans. He expressed deep disappointment, saying the sport he's loved since childhood shouldn't be reduced to spectacle comebacks with no real meaning. The online reaction has been overwhelmingly negative. Fans are confused and upset that Pacquiao is targeting a fight with Mario Barrios, who is nearly 20 years younger and currently holds the WBC welterweight title. Most agree that the matchup makes no sense competitively. They believe this is less about legacy and more about money and sanctioning fees. Some argue that the WBC is only interested in attaching its belt to a high-profile name for financial reasons. The sentiment is that the sport needs real, meaningful matchups, not manufactured nostalgia fights. One fan pointed out that Jaron Boots Ennis vs. Barrios would have been a better, more deserving fight. Others feel that if Pacquiao truly wanted a final moment of glory, it shouldn't come at the expense of relevance. Barrios is a strong, active fighter. He beat Yadenis Ugas, who had previously beaten Pacquiao in 2021. Fans are asking what exactly Pacquiao thinks is going to happen now, 4 years later, when he's even older and less active. Promoters of the fight have tried to frame it as a sentimental full-circle moment. Pacquiao's first world title was the WBC flyweight belt, and he now wants to retire as a WBC welterweight champion. While it may be symbolic, critics see this as a weak.
And seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, god damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion. And he should turn back the hands of time on that one. It's fucking crazy.
And he fought in Spurs. Both of them fought in Spurs. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end of the round.
Boxing analyst.
Oh, that's a no-brainer, bro. Manny Pacquiao, no-brainer.
What did he do for the sport of boxing?
Everything. What did he not do? Fought the best guys, traveled up weight classes, definition of pound for pound. You know, he gave us memory after memory after memory. You know, he fought the toughest and stiffest competition.
Including yourself.
I mean, come on, bro. Manny Pacquiao, and he fought him when he was like older too. You know what I mean? This dude don't duck, no smoke, bro. But that's the old school way of boxing. You don't have guys like that nowadays, man. So Manny Pacquiao definitely gonna be missed. Till today, Manny was fight, man. Boxing would be in a different place right now. If Manny came right now, bro, well, be ridiculous. But we looking for somebody here in America, bro. To be honest with you, somebody here in America to take over the game, bro. You know what I mean?
Manny Pacquiao is not inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet. What does he mean to the sport of boxing?
No, wait. That's got me fucked up. Wait. The one dude, the one that 8th division champion, not inducted to the Hall of Fame. So, well, I mean, obviously now he's about to be, but.
What did he mean to the sport of boxing? What do you mean to you? Is there something memorable about Manny that stands out in your mind when his name's brought up?
No, because you know, when Manny was like knocking out all those people crazy and all that stuff, you know, I wasn't in boxing at the time, you know, so. But like I said, I mean, I do remember him fighting Broner. That was January 19th, 2019. I remember when he fought Keith Thurman. That was on July 20th, 2019.
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude.
President is native Philippines is upcoming May, but Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically, great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, he started out boxing. He was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112. And went all the way up
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just.
I don't believe. I feel very comfortable saying I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bum. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita, Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather, Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year, first ballot Hall of Fame. He's great.
I want you to take with you, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, is moments. By taking themselves out of a comfort zone, challenging themselves. And Manny Pacquiao is a dinosaur, when a last of a dying breed. We're not going to see too many fighters like this ever again. And Pacquiao is going to be the type of fighter that we tell our kids about. Pacquiao has 20 wins, greater than some of your favorite fighters' best win. Manny Pacquiao has 3 Hall of Fame careers and winning legit titles in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao's legacy will age better and better and better. Times go on and on and on. A fighter like Floyd Mayweather, I think his legacy will diminish a little bit. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all.
Justification. They believe it's a dangerous attempt to rewrite the ending of a story that was already perfectly finished. Mario Barrios himself is catching heat. Critics argue that he should be focused on real contenders in the welterweight division, not on someone nearly 50 years old. They accuse him of stat padding and taking the easy route instead of stepping up against top-tier opposition like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., or Boots Ennis. Many believe a win over Pacquiao at this stage shouldn't even count. Some longtime Pacquiao fans are especially emotional about the news. They remember the glory days, the wars with Juan Manuel Marquez, the domination of Miguel Cotto, the shocking victory over Keith Thurman at age 40. Those moments cemented Pacquiao as one of the greatest to ever do it. He fought in 4 different decades, held legitimate titles in 8 weight classes, and never ducked the toughest opponents. Tim Bradley, a former opponent, emphasized that Pacquiao has nothing left to prove. He believes that every fight from this point forward only adds risk and no reward. Joe Rogan once praised Pacquiao for being able to beat a prime Keith Thurman at 40, calling it one of the most incredible feats he'd ever seen in boxing, but even Rogan acknowledged that time eventually catches everyone. Shannon Sharpe described Pacquiao's accomplishments as possibly the most impressive resume in the history of the sport. From 106 pounds to 150
title BC welterweight title fight. They want to do it in Vegas. Pacquiao is 45 and hasn't competed since August 2021 in a decision loss. Mario Barrios is definitely trying to stat pad at this point. In a stacked welterweight division, you can fight Crawford. If you don't want to fight someone who's coming off a W, fight Spence Jr., fight Jaron or Stanius, fight one of the top 4 fighters. You're ranked top 5 and you want to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's stat padding. That shouldn't even count as a win. I love Manny Pacquiao, but I mean, in his prime, he would definitely beat Mario Barrios, but it's past his prime. Hasn't fought in 3 years. Is 45 years old. It's time to hang it up, bud. I will say, though, if he somehow miracle pulls it off, it'll be the greatest win, I think, in my opinion.
Pac-Man comeback? What's going on? Manny Pacquiao is coming back for another fight against Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship, I believe. Is that something, or is it just?
I don't know. I don't know. I keep laughing about the stat fight. I don't know. I don't know if they exist. I don't know where the money would come from.
Who's paying the Pacquiao tax?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it just seems the guy's almost 50 years old. Come on, was he 46, 47 years old?
Could he beat Barrios?
No.
For Mario Barrios,
Big payday, big fight. But can he win? Or is it Pacquiao?
And that version of Ugas that he beat? No, he's 46. He's 46.
You're starting to sound more and more like Teddy Atlas. Pacquiao lost to Ugas.
How did he look coming out of that fight? Did you see his wife having to fucking feed him soup?
I don't remember that
part. She was
part.
feeding him soup.
I don't remember that fight.
He lost. Exactly. He was fucked up.
So that means
how long ago was that? Like 4 years
So
ago?
if he pulls this off, it means even more.
It should not be in the.
Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman.
This was for a massive bag, I get it. For a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. We're getting Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great and legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why don't you just go pursue other things? If anything, do the little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios doing this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense.
I'm not gonna believe it 100% until I see PBC announce it and everything per se. But I mean, this is a fight that has been in talks from a lot of people, from that side, saying that Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao have been negotiating the fight and everything. And I'm gonna just be real honestly, man. I don't care for this fight because I don't care to see Manny Pacquiao back fighting again in the ring. Like it serves no justice seeing Manny Pacquiao after we just seen him fight in the exhibition and was not looking good at all in this exhibition. Like he did not look good in the exhibition fight at all. So I really don't want to see Manny Pacquiao fight Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, I mean, he gets a big payday and he gets to put a legend on his resume. And I think Mario Barrios would definitely win this fight because I just don't think Manny Pacquiao has any gas left in the tank to fight, at an elite level like he did in the past. I mean, and I don't want to see him mess up his legend over trying to come back and fight, a younger fighter when, Manny Pacquiao, he's way out of his prime. Way out of his prime. So I don't want to see this fight in particular for real, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao, like, damn, they're close to 50, man. Like, come on, man. It was hard watching Manny Pacquiao in the exhibition.
Or world titles across 8 divisions, and battles with legends like Barrera, Morales, De La Hoya, Hatton, Cotto, and Mayweather. Sharp said we will likely never see anything like Pacquiao again. The frustration isn't about disrespect, it's about protection. Fans feel protective over Pacquiao's name. He's already a Hall of Fame inductee, a boxing icon, and a charitable figure beloved in and outside of the Philippines. They believe he should be spending time with his family, continuing his political and charitable work, and enjoying the respect he's earned. Rolly Romero recently said he was shocked Pacquiao hadn't already been inducted, calling him one of the greatest ever and the only boxer to win titles in 8 divisions. But even he seemed confused why the legend feels the need to step back in the ring. Pacquiao's loss to Ugas in 2021 was tough to watch. He looked slow and disconnected. After the fight, he was so physically battered his wife had to feed him soup because he couldn't chew. That image stuck with fans, and now, hearing that he's returning against a live, young champion has sparked genuine concern. Trainers, analysts, and fighters alike agree if Pacquiao somehow pulls it off, it would be one of the most miraculous wins in boxing history. But most doubt he can. They worry that instead of another triumphant chapter, we may be watching a painful epilogue to a career that deserved to end on its own high note.
Manny Pacquiao getting inducted?
Come on, it's a no-brainer, bro. Manny Pacquiao, no-brainer.
What did he do for the sport of boxing?
Everything. What did he not do? Fought the best guys, traveled up weight classes, definition of pound for pound. He gave us memory after memory after memory. He fought the toughest and stiffest competition.
Including yourself?
I mean, come on, bro. Manny Pacquiao, and he fought him when he was like older too. You know what I mean? This dude don't duck, no smoke, bro. But that's the old school way of boxing. You don't have guys like that nowadays, man. So Manny Pacquiao definitely gonna be missed. Till today, Manny was fighting, man. Boxing would be in a different place right now. If Manny came right now, bro, be ridiculous. But we looking for somebody here in America, bro. To be honest with you, somebody here in America to take over the game, bro. You know what I mean? All right.
He's not inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet. What does he mean to the sport of boxing?
No, wait. Y'all got me fucked up. Wait. The one dude, the 8th division champion, not inducted to the Hall of Fame. So, obviously now he's about to be, but.
What did he mean to the sport of boxing? What do you mean to you? Is there something memorable about Manny that stands out in your mind when his name's brought up?
No, because when Manny was like knocking out all those people crazy and all that stuff, I wasn't in boxing at the time, so. But like I said, I do remember him fighting Broner. That was January 19th, 2019. I remember when he fought Keith Thurman. That was on July 20th. July 20th, 2019, we fought Ugas, man.
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude.